You're checking.
And now here's the chair.
Yeah. So you're checking these guys for just that they're not loose. You're checking these front loops for vertical and then tight here. So again, this guy could probably use a little bit of tightening. You're looking at the springs. The springs probably are getting ready for, and then you're looking back in there.
Well, this one I really do see a dark area
Yeah.
there. That's a lot more evident
Yeah.
to me than before. Maybe the angle of the sun right
Yeah.
now.
The sun, but also too, the sun might even make these deteriorate faster.
Yeah, it might.
So, but yeah, these are
Okay.
these are ready for something new. And then I always check again. These could probably use cleaning inside. We just get them next week, I guess. Okay, and there we go.
So I guess what's left is the tower?
Towers.
Matte
yep.
tower.
Matte tower.
We'll head over there.
The biggest things over here are the eyelets. These guys not spinning, right? And that I have come in before, and these have been missing, like some of the bolts, like in the back, which is not a happy moment.
No. Do we have more bolts? Or?
They're a standard size, we do.
Oh, I see. Standard size,
And
okay.
usually, if you look on the floor around it, they're there.
You'll find it, yeah.
That has not been the case. Kimberly's really on top of this stuff pretty much. The kind of things I'll come in is, especially after a weekend or something, you'll see maybe someone has removed one of these or added a hook and taken it off a leg spring and put it on. And you just want to make sure you just get them all back. They're labels for where the most commonly used, most organic home for the leg and the arm spring settings are put there. And you're just, again, looking to make sure that everything sort of matches and it has all the right stuff. Sometimes you'll see like, it happens more over there, but you'll see like the wrong
Spring?
or the wrong clip on the wrong spring. You just check these for the same safety issues that we were checking over on the Cadillac. The biggest thing is keeping these somewhat stable down here.
That one that's loose.
Yeah, and this one too here is, and it's the same thing where you just really,
Have to take that off.
yeah, it needs to get screwed down towards the floor and then the bolt tightened against it. And it's, this one, what you'll notice is that at least it's not, the spring is not loaded on the loose one, which is good. Let's see here, let me take this down. Okay, see if I can get it.
Yeah, this one you can't get underneath.
It really, yeah,
I mean, you have to do it from on top.
it's really tricky. You have
You
to,
need to get another pair of pliers.
yeah. This really
Oh,
does
wow.
need to be addressed.
Yes, it does.
Because this is a cement floor underneath here, and they had to shoot the gun down to get that attached. And so, at least what is right about this is that at least the spring is not on that side. Yeah. But when, what happens is usually that's the spring side that loosens eventually, and then so you may have to get a handyman in here to help you do that.
You just need a tool.
Yeah. So, but that would be a,
It's tighter now.
yeah, I got a
It's
little.
not better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not where it should be, but it's better.
It's better, yeah. Okay. Same thing here. These guys get a little, you just want them tight. It doesn't matter the orientation as much. And I think that's probably why this one got turned, is it got loose at one point in time. And, you just want, I'm trying to
Well,
think.
you have the baskets again. I'm gonna just have to do it. Hellos.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't right. I know.
So if you think of it, it's a kit. So here's what would be right, Kimberly, if you put those over in this guy where there's the little.
Those are thick pads?
Yeah, I moved the small thick pads over here with the thick cervical.
Do you think maybe, because sometimes, well, there's not anymore. Okay. I was
So-
gonna get those two thicker pads.
Okay. So usually on that shelf, you have one of those blue discs, right? And then you have this box. And the box has one, either a big or small cervical pillow. And then if it's a small cervical pillow, a skinny rectangle pair or a skinny rectangle square set of pillows, a ball, a set of 1, 2, 3 pound weights, a medium and a heavy,
And the heavy goes on the
TheraBand.
outside.
TheraBand, and Kimberly puts it on the outside, which is nice, because this is the one that gets used the most. Ankle weights that match, because there are a few of them that are, see, when they look a little bigger, they're 2-pounders. When they're a little smaller, they're 1.5, and then a sticky pad. And it should be in every kit, and they're pretty well maintained. I mean, we do not,
This side is pretty well.
yes. Yes, girlfriend.
You responsible for this side, Kimberly?
Yes, ma'am.
She is buttoned up like a bad suit.
Bad suit. Got that.
With
Got
the
that.
pocket protector.
Oh my goodness, no, not the pocket protector. My father wore those.
I used to have one until I went to the, when they started checking for those things in the airport, and they took mine. I was so disappointed because my daddy gave it to me.
Oh.
Had the little
Like you took
scissors.
What was it? Oh, had the scissors.
The scissors, and just perfect for what you needed.
You were like, you were bumming.
You don't understand. You can't take
I
this.
take my little pocket
And then the magic circle and the ball on top,
on the
right?
right side,
On the right side, the bar hanging up behind,
and this bar on the right side.
the bar on the right
Weighted
side
bar.
here. Yeah, the weighted bar.
Right, we took it up for
And
cleaning.
usually the moon boxes on either side,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
They're set for cleaning the
They're
floor
set
now.
for cleaning the floor, yeah, so we're good. And then the foam roller in the
And the
loops,
strap.
in the straps. And the half barrels. If you notice, because they're more standard and we have more of the lower barrels, it's one of either the
The medium one.
4-inch or the 6-inch barrels are over there on the wall. So you'll see 4, 6, 6, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's in that black,
Usually there's
Box.
sticky pads in there,
okay,
like the black sticky pads that are like there in the reformer.
okay. I do
And
see
they
one.
get used over here, not as much as they do on the reformer, but it's nice to have them.
Yeah, very nice to have
Yeah.
handy.
And then FYI, Claire has been pulling the mats that are not sticky so that we can replace them.
Yeah.
So, and if you
Great.
notice, we've been a little thin.
Yeah.
We have, because
There's a
many
stack
of
back
them.
there on the
Those are the ones
On the
we're
tower,
kind
yeah.
of discarding.
So, okey doke, trying to think.
What are these things here in this white?
So those are the
Wow.
bars, they're weighted bars. This one with the blue is the heaviest one. It's probably, but they're different weights of weighted bars.
I see.
And so you have usually one of them all the way along there. If you have someone that wants to be more hardcore, likes to work out harder, you can pull the heavy one for 'em.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the
What the
red,
springs,
the
yes,
red
the
loops
springs.
are heavy leg springs, or the ones that are just, you can see, these are all heavy leg springs in there. Some of them have the red loops on top. Those are newer. The ones without the red loops, but you can just see they're a hefty spring, those are heavy leg springs.
And why, are they here, are they new?
No, we don't, the leg springs that are on the bar are a medium weight,
Oh,
and
okay.
they're very heavy.
Got
This
it.
is not,
For a really big honking man or woman.
right. So if someone is like 100 pounds soaking wet, you're not going to use
Yeah,
those on.
okay.
It's just, I don't care if they want to use them, it's just not a
Would
good
not be
choice.
wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But they're not used a whole lot.
that's why, I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen them used.
And then usually in these bins, we keep like a collection of the other rollers for the Cadillacs, right? And same for over there, it's the one that's over on that side for that Cadillac, and the gyro room's over there. And then in this other basket, we usually have 3 or 4 of these different kinds of blue discs with some balls and little sticky pads in the bottom. And that's all that is. And then over here, same thing with the bins in the box. So
Right.
next week, I'll figure out where all the spiky balls went. We'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm trying to think. Over here on these towers, you'll see some of these, like,
Oh, that really is
it's
oxidized.
really, yeah.
I see that now.
What we did is we put the ones, I moved the springs from over there that were the most oxidized looking. I switched them out with this because the Pilates
not
stuff
used.
is not used as much over here.
Right, particularly this one.
Yeah.
This last one.
So, that's what
Okay.
you're seeing there.
Got it.
We also, as leg springs have worn out and arm springs have worn out and broken, we now don't have complete sets up for these towers here of leg and arm springs. And the arm springs are the same springs as for the push or for the rollback bar. Those are the same springs as the arm springs. So you can switch the handles
Oh.
onto those. The leg springs, however, are not the same. The other thing, and this is maybe Claire and Kimberly probably need to do that, is check the ropes for fraying. These guys stretch out. There'll be two different lengths, which makes it very difficult to level out. I go through every couple days and just put the ones that are most alike in length next to each other on the hook, so that when you pull two, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get the two that match, as long as you don't mess the order up that I put them in.
And then you do also, I think this is kind of.
They start to wear out. They're not a big deal when this cracks. You just wanna make sure that this stitching, which is really very firm here, is not fraying and wearing out underneath. And again, when they start to tear off like that, you want to start checking and making sure that they're really the same length, especially if you have one that is and one that isn't. Let's see. You hold them and really match them up, and this one's not too bad, but I mean, there's some where you'll literally get like that. There's a couple that are longer. I don't know that their manufacturing check is like real. I guess I'm more anal retentive about that than they are. But it really, really, really makes it hard to match them up. The other things is these ropes are starting to get some heavy use. We should probably be getting replacement ropes for this guy. That one's sort of borderline. The rest of them are pretty much okay. When they start to see how they start to fray and bundle up like this, particularly this one where you can see the white waft through.
Yeah.
The white? Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
The replacement
I see.
ropes. These are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are.
But,
Okay.
and then I think all of this stuff, in the book, there should be pictures of most of this pretty well set up correctly, with like the little individual boxes shows examples and what's underwear and
Right.
okey doke.
And I guess that's it.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
You're
Julia.
welcome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and if there's something you can't fix, I send Jessica an email, copy the admin desk, and
And also in the book,
Mhm.
we ask instructors to write, they find something in the book over there.
Right. So to check that out before
Yeah.
even looking at the equipment.
yeah,
Sort of a heads up.
know where you're gonna have to spend a little extra time. Honestly, a couple of things, especially on these reformers and the towers, the looseness of this bar here and the straps, you really shouldn't allow anyone to work on that when it's like that. It's just not good.
That one little hook in there,
Yeah, the hook,
always tightening that.
yeah.
And where was that other spring that's the yellow one?
Yeah, I already fixed it.
You did?
Yeah, there was an issue there and an issue on this
Yeah,
one.
it's a
No, she's
spring
talking
one.
about a spring.
Oh, the turning, yes.
Not the turning one, but you can see when you press
I
out.
think you were talking
Oh.
about wear on a spring, weren't you, Kimberly?
No, is it? I
I think it's this one.
Is it?
Maybe.
Here. Nope,
That
that's
was okay.
even. I think it's this guy.
So what is it you're doing? You're-
That's
Look,
it. There it
see
is.
that extra
Oh, yeah.
space?
Right there.
And see how it doesn't open evenly? That's not good.
Oh, right.
So usually when I have someone on here, if I try to remember, if I'm doing too yellow,
Don't use that one.
I don't use that one. I try to spare that one. Because it's,
I understand now. I get it.
and the other thing too, then on this guy, you can see some of these on the end where the color is.
I noticed that on a blue one over here.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. It
Yeah,
looks
this one,
similar.
see, this one's starting to open up there. That one's not such a big deal, but I would watch it. And then go from there.
All right.
Okay.
Got my work cut out for me.
Well,
you.
you do know how to take these apart now and put
Yes.
them together, which is a good thing.
I knew there was a way.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.